these folk with Bible in one hand, Heidelberg Catechism in the other, but with obviously these aspirations to colonize and to set up a permanent settlement. And, over time, you have these Dutch men and women forced really northward. So the English also show up in the early 19th century, and they take over the Cape.
Wow.
And the Dutch start trekking northward. So you have the Great Trek in 1835 and onwards for about 10 years. And sort of as the Dutch are moving northward, they're developing their own culture, a new language, Afrikaans, which is a Dutch dialect. I mean, it may be unfair to say, but what I've heard, it is more of a dumbed down version of Dutch. Okay. And so you've got, I think it's fair to say when the Dutch arrived initially, there was no sense of manifest destiny. We're going to establish the city on the hill. Unlike, your folk coming out of the old world, landing in New England on this side of the Atlantic. But I think as time unfolds and you have the stresses and the bloodshed and the struggles of this great trek, you have the sort of assimilation of a myth that's based on Old Testament Israel in the wilderness. And there's this sense that we are perhaps, special to God. And this, I think, crystallized in the Battle of Blood River when the trekkers fought the Zulus. And they, on a particular day known as the Day of the Vow, they prayed to God and beseeched him to spare them. And if indeed he did, they vowed to be faithful to him. And I think that was one of the flashpoints to create this sense of, well, the Afrikaner people are a Volkskerk, the people's church. So you have the development of the basis for apartheid that would come about 100 years later.